This is now the company being charged with a crime and pleading to the crime. And that affects its ability to do business, to get contracts, just to run as a pharmaceutical company in the future. A company doesn't go into jail, but it's going to cost them money, and it's going to cost them their ability to run their business the way they have over the years. So one component of getting Purdue out of bankruptcy and being able to compensate the states and the cities who are bearing the burden of the opioid epidemic is to make sure the federal government has closed that chapter. And here, by pleading guilty and cutting the financial deal with the federal government, the company has filled that requirement so the bankruptcy can go forward. Purdue is a bad company. The Sacklers ran it in a bad way. They're out of the company. They'll never step foot back in Purdue. Purdue will continue operating, albeit at a smaller size than it was, and it will sell the drug that many people need, pain patients need, in a legal and proper way. It also provides for the financial compensation, the piece that is needed to get the money back to the cities, the counties, and the states to pay for the cleanup, to clean up the mess that we're seeing in our communities. This is a very, very important step. I think a lot of folks would like to have seen a Sackler standing up there, raising their hands, saying, "I plead guilty." But that didn't happen, at least from the federal government's standpoint. They didn't make anyone plead guilty, a family member. And personally, I think a family member should be there. Purdue was only one small piece of the opioid crisis. We know that. They started it. They were that little match out in the forest that starts a forest fire. And they kept throwing gasoline on it. But remember, the distributors, the big chain pharmacies, they were all part of this problem. They are going to have to answer for this, and they're going to have to add to the compensation. They're going to have to put money in to help fix the problem. I mean, no one's going to bring back the family members they lost. No one is going to cure an opioid addict because of a settlement. But what's important here is we really cut the head off, of this serpent. It is never going to be able to do this